child's right there.
Jake, come
Good
here.
morning from day something, 80 something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something. We're geared up for a birthday photograph here.
Up here.
Trying to get Jake to hop up on the cabinet. I don't think he's going to do it, but this should be interesting.
All right, leave it. Leave it. Yeah, leave it. Leave it. Nope, 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 nope. Hey.
Nice.
Good boy. Perk those ears. Leave it. Okay, you ready?
All right, am I supposed to be in this picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
All right, I got to back out here a little bit.
Hey guys, Hawkeye here. Today, as some of you may know, is my birthday, but we are also zeroing again because I was not feeling the best yesterday. So, yeah, and since today's my birthday, I asked Dad if I could do some of the videoing for today, and he said sure, so got myself a list of things to talk about, and yeah. So the first thing on my list is why I don't video more. I have heard several times from several different people that I should try and be more involved in the videos, and I would love to, but I oftentimes have a hard time figuring out what to talk about. That's why I've got the list, is because I really struggle with figuring out what to talk about. Yeah, I'm not great at, like, I can ramble on for days and days, but I can't hold a solid thought unless I've thought it out a good bit. So that is the reason that I don't video more. And I do appreciate you guys who say that I should video more, because it means a lot to know that I'm appreciated and that my opinions are wanted to be heard. I don't know. That's not a good way of putting it. But I don't really know I can't think of the proper way to say it at the moment. So that's why I don't video more. And I have been trying to come up with a list of things to talk about from day to day so that I can try and be a little bit more involved. Okay, so another thing that I think I've seen asked in the comment section, and if not, it's something that I would want to know, are, one, what are my plans after the trail, and two, do I plan to hike any other trails when we get done with this? So to start off with the first one, I am planning to go back to community college when we get off trail, and hopefully pursue a degree in history education of some kind, if not elementary ed. I have always loved learning and teaching history, so I think it'll be something fun that I can enjoy doing. And as far as planning to do other trails, I don't at the moment have any plans to do any other trails, but that's always subject to change. I like hiking. I'm not sure I would want to do it if my dad wasn't with me, or if I didn't have someone else there with me that could keep me motivated and keep me going when I had a hard time. But yeah, so I do not, as of the moment, have any plans to do any other trails, but we'll see. Another question, or another thing that I have dealt with quite frequently out here, or at least last time, and a little bit this time, it's been a lot better this time, thankfully, are some mental struggles. Like, what do you do when you just hit a wall and go to, like, get to where you don't want to keep going? So, as some of you may know, I've been dealing with depression for a while now, and luckily I've been in therapy and gotten a lot of good of the medications that can help me stay positive, which is good. But once out here, I have hit a wall, and yeah, so at Laughing Heart, I had a really, really hard time. I had a period of time where I kept forgetting to take my meds, and it got me to a bad place. And really the only thing you can do is just kind of, or at least the only thing I thought of to do is just seek comfort in other people and try and cheer myself up through that. But when I have some days when I'm not feeling the best, usually I'll like listen to podcasts or some comedy specials. We have Spotify Premium, so I'm able to download a lot of the things that I like to listen to, and I'll listen to those, and those will help cheer me up and keep me going. I found listening to podcasts can be really, really helpful because it really distracts you from hiking. And honestly, I'll have gone like a mile or two before I even remember, oh yeah, I'm hiking. It's a really nice tool to be able to use. It's not an all the time thing. If you're around other people, usually it's nice to stop and talk with them and all that good stuff. But if you're out hiking by yourself, I highly recommend you give listening to some music a try if you're having a hard time of it. So those are some ways that I like to deal with the mental struggles. And you may not deal with mental struggles, but I think at least once during the trail, you're gonna have some sort of wall or some kind of, I am not feeling good, I don't want to do this today. And the best advice I have heard is don't quit on a bad day, because you're gonna kick yourself. You're gonna be like, looking back on it, that wasn't so bad. I really should have kept going. I should have persevered. But if you feel like you need to quit, feel like, wait until it's a good day. Like sun's out, you're not like having a bad time or anything like that. And if you still feel like you need to quit, then it's a lot easier to make a good decision when you're not feeling poorly. All right, so another question I have seen asked is, what made us start over instead of picking up back in New Jersey? And the real answer to that is we wanted a through hike. We set out last time to do a through hike, and we wanted to do a through hike, so that's what we're doing. We could have picked up back in New Jersey, but that would have put us going through the White Mountains with no trail legs, and we would have had a lot rougher of a go of it, I think. And it wouldn't have been as satisfying, I think, because we set out for a through hike the last time, and yeah, we made it a good long ways, but I want to do a through hike, so that's why we picked it back up in New Jersey. Another interesting thing that I thought I would see a lot more of is kids my own age. I've met a few people, a lot more than last time, that are my age, but a lot fewer than I would have expected. I think that's probably because we're starting ahead, because we started ahead of the bubble, which means like we're seeing a lot fewer people. So we probably would have seen a lot more people around my age if we had started during the bubble. But I had expected to see quite a few more people who were my age, and I haven't. But that's okay. It's okay. We've met a lot of good people out here. Okay, so the trail has had a huge effect on my life. The first time that we tried to do this, I was 14, as most of you guys know. And I grew up a lot out here, learned a lot. I became a lot more independent. I talked to a lot more people and gained a lot more perspectives on life, and I matured a lot more out here, and this time around is no different. I have definitely matured more. I have talked to a lot of people, and it has greatly affected my view on life, because people out here are extremely nice. I can't remember if this was in a video or not, but going from wherever it was to Jenkins Shelter, we had missed a water resupply, and there was a 7-mile dry spell, and we made it until we had about 3 miles left, and then we completely ran out of water. And I did not think I was going to be able to hike that 3 miles without any water. And luckily, we ran into some day hikers who were kind enough to give us some of their water. They even gave me an orange. They were incredibly nice. And being out here really puts into perspective that there are still good people in the world. It restores your faith in humanity a little bit. There's a saying the trail provides, and it really does. there's been several times, I can't think of specific examples at the moment because I'm kind of scatterbrained, but there have been several times that I have needed something and someone out there on trail has been able to help me like get it or something. And there's been other times when I've been able to help other people out with things they need. Like if someone's having a rough day, I can give them some of my gummies, and that usually helps a little bit. So the trail definitely has put into perspective that there are good people in the world still, and that the world is a lot simpler out in the woods than in towns. Because the worst thing, or you only have a few things that you need to worry about in the woods, like get to where you're going, make sure you have enough water and food, and really that's it. Make sure you stay dry and warm, and that's about it.
Well, I wanted to take a couple of minutes and first off wish Gavin a marvelous happy 19th birthday. Son, I'm proud of all the hiking that you've done and all the things that you do in life, your interest, your love for other people, your compassion, and I am blessed to have you as a son and to have you along with me on this journey together. Also, thanks Hawkeye for taking the day and doing some videoing for us. We have gotten tons and tons of comments out there over the last several months of, why we not got more harmonica? Where's Hawkeye in the videos? Well, today he shared some insights and some of his thoughts about hiking and the trail, and I just have finished editing his part of the video, and it's very moving, and it makes me proud that he has taken the time to share some of these mature thoughts that he has with you, and I hope you enjoyed his perspective on the trail. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. We're going to pack up and get out of here tomorrow. We actually spent an extra day here in Waynesboro, partly because of his birthday, partly he wasn't feeling too good last night, so we decided to not risk being out on trail today, and we have rested up, and that's awesome. It's always a good time when you can have a chance to get some good rest and some good town food and pack on some extra calories. So we're out tomorrow morning at 7:30. We're getting picked up by a shuttle driver from the local hostel, and we will be starting the Shenandoah National Park. We'll be paralleling Skyline Drive for the next good while. So we've got some really big days coming up, trying to get into a town this coming weekend. Beth and Griff are coming up, so we're really looking forward to seeing the both of them. So we're going to have a couple of 20-mile days, actually 3 20-mile days and about a 10 or 12-mile day to get into a place where we can get picked up by a shuttle driver and taken into Luray, Virginia. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.